The customers loved what we had to offer and couldn't believe that everything was £1. If you believe in something, stick to it and make it happen. Well, I always say there's no bad products, only bad prices. It wasn't me that created Poundland, it was my people. As he came in the warehouse, he said, I would like to buy Poundland, and he presented me a cheque for 20 million. I used to work for my father on the market store as a little boy, and from there I learned to buy to sell, and we started supplying stock to other people, other market traders. And my father had a little company called Hooties Suppliers, and then from Hooties my father sold out and went to live in Mallorca, and that's when we came up with the idea of Poundland. The idea of Poundland came from, on the market store, anything that came out of his original packaging was thrown in a cardboard box and sold for 10p. This box took more money than anything else on the market store. In April 1990, the pound coin had just been redesigned, so we came up with the idea. We come up with lots of ideas, Pound Time, Pound World, but the name we liked best was Poundland. When the first shop opened in Burton-on-Trent, we had 648 products we could sell for £1, and on the first day we took over £13,000, which was amazing. The customers loved what we had to offer and couldn't believe that everything was £1. Because this was a unique idea, customers would tell their friends and family, we've gone into this shop today and everything's £1. The biggest challenge we found was finding a shop that the landlords believed in. When I told them what we was going to do, we was going to sell things for £1, they used to say, well, how are you going to find enough products? How are you going to pay our rent? How about inflation? If you believe in something, stick to it and make it happen. We had a meeting with a guy called Hedy Ely, who was the owner of Meadowhall Shopping Centre, and we presented our concept. And after the concept, there's about 12 people in the room. He said to me, I've got some good news and bad news. The good news is I love the concept. The bad news is I've got no shops for you. We came across a shop called Video Magic, and at the time people loved to wire videos but didn't like to take the video back home. And I thought to myself, with the internet, these shops are not going to last. So I asked the question, if this shop came available, can I have it? And he agreed. 3 months after, we had a phone call, the shop became available, and he let us have the store. The thing what really changed Poundland was our second shop with Meadowhall. And then, because it was good, Poundland was good enough for the Meadowhall Shopping Centre, it was good enough for the centres. I was on the stand, and I bought, it was the WD-40 stand, and I said, I'm not leaving till I buy some products. And they quoted me a price of 85p. Well, at the time with the VAT, 85p plus VAT was £1.
Yeah.
So there's no way I was going to make money on them. They did deliver them and I paid them right away. Within 3 days, I phoned them back and I said, I want some more. This is what we've done with them. I said, I've sold them. We became one of WD-40 biggest customers. We sold more WD-40 than Alfred's. Well, I always say there's no bad products, only bad prices. Find the price it sells at, then go and source where to find it to make your margin. It wasn't me that created Poundland, it was my people. And I used to employ people not for were exams they passed, but for attitude. Even when I sold Poundland, there was people that used to work for me from day one, working for me when I sold the company. For me, you've got to look after customers, staff and suppliers. Suppliers are just as important as customers to me. And if it wasn't for my suppliers, there's no way I could open Poundland. One of our suppliers phoned me up and said, look, are you around tonight? I said, yeah, I'm working till 8 o'clock tonight. He says, well, can I come and see you at 7 o'clock? As he came in the warehouse, he said, I would like to buy Poundland, and he presented me a cheque for 20 million. So I phoned my father in Mallorca and he said, Dad, this guy's come in and give me a cheque for 20 million, and Dad says, take it. And every day I used to look at this cheque, and what happened was the warehouse was late opening, we couldn't get the stock to other stores, and we started slipping back. And in fact, where we was looking to make a profit that year, we made a loss. And he came to see us in January, and I showed him around the warehouse. He loved it. Showed him the systems, he loved it. Got into the board meeting and he said, show me the figures. When I showed him the figures that we made a loss, he asked me if he still got my cheque, and I said yes. As I took it out of my wallet, he ripped it up, reaching the bin, and his words was, "Thank God I didn't do it." And this is the time I had to phone my dad, and it took me a while to phone my dad, but when I did, his words was, "Did you do the deal?" And I says, "No, Dad, he's breaching the bin." And I'll always remember a person I met at the breakfast show. He said to me, "If you ever want to sell Poundland, give me a call." He loved the warehouse, he loved the systems, he loved what we're doing, he loved the presentation, and from almost going bankrupt and turning down 20 million, 6 months after, we had a £50 million cheque on the table. And when they had the letter in, we offer you 50 million, and this was cash because we had no debt. So it's 50 million cash. On the phone with Dad, my dad says, "What are you going to do this time?" And I says, "I'll sell, Dad," and we did.